Welcome back. We need to finish off the rounds before we can carry on with the story, so let's pretty much get it done. So we've got to speak to you here, the one who is in charge of the lovely, lovely food at the Crown Pass. Hello. How goes? I heard that the guild has been supporting us in the most recent incident. Personally, I think the brass absolutely has the right idea, trying to deepen our relationship with the guild. If we work together, we'd both be much stronger for it. Good. Looks like the dragon's calmed down. Thank Adios for that. It better. The whole Air Force is gunning for it. So the dragon's calmed down. Thank Adios for that. Good. We finally stood down from alert status. I know that, as a leader, I should never complain like this, but hope things stay quiet for a bit. They probably won't. I'd like to let the men rest for at least a little while. Like 5 minutes. I haven't heard all the details, but it sounds like this whole mess with the dragon is over. You can count on General Morgan to take care of things like that. Total details, but it sounds like the dragon mess is over. General Morgan. Right, so let us carry on back. Got you first, though. Along with all the scheduled flights resuming, the market is reopened for business. Feels like everything's finally settled down. I wouldn't go that far. We know how this series is. It's not going to be that simple, is it? No. I will say, though, because I had to repeat that because I don't think my voice worked, is the best way of putting it. Just it was like, like, those times when your voice just doesn't, is the best way to describe it. It just doesn't. But yeah, I had one of them. But I do feel like the rounds this time have been enjoyable because we've had these little quests everywhere. I think that's what they need to do. I'd say going forward, it's like this is years and years and years ago. They need these little quests here and there happening at the same time that just break up the rounds and make it interesting to do the rounds rather than just speaking to NPCs. Again, the NPCs aren't boring. It's just you have a place like Branson where it's like constant. It's like you want it split up a little. Right, let's see if we get to the Bracing Guild here. Let's see if we can get our extra bonus. See what it was. Kingfisher Inn. I didn't want that. I wanted to report, didn't I? Merchant Escort. See, I should have got a bonus for that. What results in... Where's my bonus? See Grail Locket? Accessory as a perk? Good work. Always nice to see some progress. Complete any more jobs, be sure to come back and report. Correct. Was that the thing? Was that what I got? Grail Locket. Prevents all abnormal status except KO. An ornament modelled after a Holy Septian artifact. Actually kind of cool, that. That prevents all abnormal status. It's like... Yeah, it's like... I feel like we should put it on someone who's got something... Oh, you've all got buff ones now, haven't you? I'm gonna put it on Chloe. And that's the prevent, but I like having her ATS go up, and that prevents poisonous defense, but it's like... Grail Locket seems probably better, to be honest. It really does. Like, do I have a better long-range barrel? No, it's just 2 is the best, isn't it? And strength up for you, and CP up. Defense up. Yeah, that'll do then. Okay, fair enough. Right, so a little few places left to go. We need to go see the guy in the hut. We need to go to the Harken Gate. We need to go to the bridge. Which one's this one? Harken Gate. And then we'll be done. Then we can finally head off on our little vacation where everything will be normal, everything will be fine, and nothing bad will happen. Clearly, because that's what happens in this game. You're like, oh yeah, we're going to have a nice little break, aren't we? Yeah, sure we are, sure. It's like, what's going to happen at the lake? And even if nothing happens, it's going to be sort of like a monumental moment. We shall see, though. The dragon apparently fled without being seriously injured. And unpopular as I know our dragon friend is right now, as a researcher of ancient life, I have to admit I'm relieved it got away. I can make quite a bit of progress with just the photos we took, if I can keep them. How much I'll be able to publish with will be up to my negotiating skills now, not my scientific ones. Still wish I knew why this dragon was acting so wildly. Contradicts everything we know about the dragon, such a mystery. Indeed. Looks like the dragon business is done with. I'm glad we weren't sortied in force this time. Start over here. The door is locked, as always. General Morgan, sir. Everyone, that work with the dragon. I can guess from your faces what you're here to ask, but I can say nothing more regarding that matter. Please understand. Forgive me, I can say no more. Very well. The Empire doesn't seem to care much about our little problem. Normally they'd be all over us if we even let our guard down a little. Guess the non-aggression pact is doing its job. Or they're involved somehow, you fools. Empire doesn't seem to care much about our problem. Doing its job, it's not. Just fools. Never trust the Empire. We're finally back to standard operations. Granted, with Erebony always next door, can't exactly sit on our butts. Wish they could give us some leave at least. Yeah, good luck with that. Still no one in the cells. Very well. I saw the general just a little while ago. Even though everything's been settled, he still had this real unpleasant look on his face. Guess it might have just been my imagination. Maybe. General had this unpleasant look on his face. Everything should be alright now. I wonder what's up. This is just what I've heard, but apparently the Bracer Guild took care of the dragon problem. It feels like we had the spotlight snatched from us. Oh dear. How bad I feel for you. The Bracer Guild took the dragon problem. Snatched from us. Okay. Down to the bar part. Need you though. Welcome to the Harking Gate. Alert status has finally been called off. Few things haven't been this tense since the coup. And that's it. I'm no longer an army man. Time to say goodbye to the uniform. Oh yeah, for the occasion, let me give you guys this. Oh! That book was my secret pleasure during the more boring parts of base life. Still though, looking back on it, it wasn't for all that long. But life in the army was more fun than I expected. Alright, time to finish my discharge. It's been quite the runaround getting here, but it's finally time for my trip to the Empire. You fool. More fun than I expected. Yeah, from traveling to the army and back to the road, this is the life. Well, you had to pay off your debt at least. Well, debts, you know. We finally have permission to go climbing up the Crones. Just like Shelby said. It was worth waiting. Got permission to climb, it was worth the wait. Time to go climb as a mountain. With the wind today, we don't need to worry too much about the fog. We still have to be careful about the route we want to try and take. After all, we'll be tackling a mountain no man has ever scaled before. We need to be as careful as possible. Gotta be careful picking the route we want to try and take. After all, we'll be tackling a mountain no one has ever scaled before. Hey, welcome. The dragon thing's all settled, and now we're taking it easy. Time to start cooking dinner. Port's finally quiet again. Like I can finally get some sleep. The one upstairs. Okay, so... and we just need, like, what is it? The vert bridge, and the hut, and the 2 guards. Let's see what's up with them. Ooh, nearly hit that one. Still long for fast travel, I do. I miss it so dearly. It's the one thing I miss so deep in my heart, deep in my soul, is that desire for a fast travel. I mean, Ouroborous seem to have it. Why can't I have it? Seems mean. The game is mean to me. So mean. Are we there yet? Ow, you would, wouldn't you? Second I take my eyes off. Okay, yes, go to Nibble Valley first. Nope, straight into a wall. It's this way for both things, isn't it? But so I think of like, I know that the hut's this way if I go up here. I don't remember if the other guys are though. Ah, it's you guys. Sounds like you kids managed to calm the ancient dragon down without any problems cropping up. Thanks for that, by the way. Living next to a raging flying legend wasn't exactly something I was looking forward to. We really couldn't have done it without you. and your help, Mr. Wemler. Seriously, we owe you one. I'll say. We're the ones who should be thanking you, old-timer. You came all the way out here just to say that? Oh, you... Don't you have all the free time in the world? That's not really the reason we're... I guess it is kind of true. Well, either way, I'm grateful. If you ever need to take a load off, you're always welcome here. Also, if you're hungry, feel free to help yourself to some of the stew in the pot I have over there. Oh, you don't mind if we have a bite to eat? Least I can do eating. That takes a fair bit of courage, mind you. Still, bigger braces like you would work up an appetite with all them scuffles you get into. Everything's worth trying once, right? Come on, have some. Dog stew, unfortunately. Oh, you kids down out like it was nothing. Back again, anytime you like. Always be welcome under this roof. Remind your friends if you serve them that stew, yeah? Got some bite to it. Some folks don't take to it very well. What does it do? What does it do? Why is it so bad? Recipe book. Dog stew. Sit down, question mark, question mark, question mark. The work of a madman tastes dangerously good. Look at the spices in it. It's like, do I have it? Do I have one? Did I get one as part of that? No, I didn't, did I? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Just in case. Oh my. I feel like I need to make that and just see what happens. Like, oh. I think we'll call the part that. What a dark stew. Just to be like, oh dear. What? Get out of the way. Oh my god. I hate not having a map. It's worse. That's the only problem. It ends up being worse. There we are. I guess we couldn't catch that dragon in the end. Hell of a beast. Be able to evade the entire royal army like that. The incident with the ancient dragon's quieted down by now, right? I'm grateful for the peace and quiet, really. But at the same time, I know it's going to get boring again real soon. Yawn. Not many people come out here, you know? I swear the hardest part of this job is trying not to fall asleep while on duty. Yawn, especially because you could fall off the edge. Civilians aren't allowed past this point. Sorry, but you're going to have to turn back. Aww. I think you'd at least let me in once after I took out the dragon. I stopped it. You let me through now, please. I's the dragon slayer. No? Fine. And yes, technically I didn't slay a dragon, I know, but that's what the stories will say. That's what the legends of heroes, yes, will say. Maybe. Right, so we need, what was it, Vertbridge? Just Vertbridge, isn't it? And then we can finally head off to Kingfisher Inn and start our break at long last. I do feel like we need it. Vertbridge checkpoint. I'm sure the general must be relieved to have this dragon case over. Markets reopened too, so I hope peaceful days come back soon. The dragon mess has finally been put behind us. And if the Air Force managed to get their side of things done. Make sure no one's around. I will get up the stairs. I don't know all the details, but apparently the dragon panic's over. Not much makes news. What? Not much news makes it out here. Ultimately, we don't know what was settled or not. Or how. I don't know all the details, but apparently the dragon panic's over. Whatever the solution was, thank goodness. Rest. Right, so let's head to the lake and begin a lovely little holiday. I could do with a holiday. I mean, I say that, like, you know, I'm still locked down at the moment. The problem is, like, I really want to go to America. Not because of America, obviously, but, you know, because Sarah and all that stuff. It's like, it's annoying. Trust me, during these times, being in a long-distance relationship is not fun. Let's put it like that. It is not fun at all. Blech. I haven't seen Sarah in like 6 months. Is it 6? What's 5? 5. Think about, yeah, 5. Feels longer. Feels longer. Anyway, Kingfisher. That's where we're going, isn't it? I was hoping some scene was going to start on the way. But no. I don't think it's worth checking on the tower at all. I'm stuck on a rock. I can see the rocks on the map. I feel like we're going to the towers at some point soon. Like, it's got... Like, the story... We've done our tour of the, like, Liberl. So surely the story's got to kick up a notch now, surely. Nothing here? Okay, I guess still speaking to NPCs then. Careful about going in. Just make sure... Yeah. Ah, what wonderful, wonderful, invigorating weather. Today is the last day of vacation for my husband and me. I've beaten him handily in fishing, so now I can go home feeling great. Oh. I just trounced my hubby, and now I feel totally energized. Gotta try harder if he wants to challenge the wife. Oh dear. The wife. Ooh, finally back. All the danger cleared up, time to relax and wet my line. Somehow I just can't stop fishing. I'd keep doing it even if I had to pawn off the wife. That's gonna have a happy ending, I'm sure. Just can't stop fishing. Pawn off the wife. Like, oh dear. You're screwed, mate. You are screwed. Where's the way in upstairs? There. There. The door is locked. Who's locked this door? Who locked the door? The door's locked. How do I get inside? Like, it's forcing me to go in here, isn't it? What it's doing, forcing me. The door is locked. Alright, forcing me through the entrance, fine. Well. And here's the rest of them. What? Kevin, what are you doing here? Oh, it's a long and harrowing story. We happened to run into him on the road. So we invited him to join us. On the road? Why were you traveling again, Kevin? To be honest, my goal was to investigate the Umbrella Tower. And we said our goodbyes in Roland after. I've been running around looking into all the towers. Ah, good. All the towers? Makes it sound like you've visited the others already. Yep, I've been busy with that, pretty much. That's why I was kinda AWOL during the whole dragon business. Sorry I couldn't give a hand with that. I figured you guys might come out here for a break after that, so... That makes sense. Well then, should we have a sit down right now? How's about we do it over dinner? That'll help the information flow freely, you know? Oh yeah. So you're already staying here then, Kevin? Well, from what I hear, this is a pretty famous inn, right? Like your friend said, I figured I'd join you in the festivities if you don't mind. That's kind of out of the blue. You helped us out a lot, though. What do you think, guys? I ain't got a problem with it. It is a nice way to settle our debt to the good father. Yeah, I want him to stay too. I see no reason to object. I wonder if fate's bringing us together. Well, if he's here, let's have some fun. Thank you. Ain't much in the way of thanks, but you've still got some stuff that needs doing. I'd be happy to tag along. Abuse me as much as you need. Whoa. Careful now. But party time? Well, thanks for the offer, but I think we're about ready to drop off our things and relax. Oh, really? Darn it all, and here I was thinking I could give up my body to Estelle's cause. Oh, if you want to sacrifice your body, trust me, there are ways to arrange that. Alright, let's get checked in and everything. Thank you very much for choosing to stay at the Kingfisher Inn. Allow me to show you to your rooms. Yes, please do. This is the room we have set aside for the ladies. Oh, it's lovely. Wow. This is lovely. It feels peaceful, too. This is the room we used the last time we stayed here, right? We ended up having to sneak into the bandit base and didn't really get to enjoy it much. Yes, I hope you could spend a bit more time in it this time. I did at least get to spend one night in a comfortable bed that time. You were drunk, mate. The way I remember it, Sherrod dragged you under the table and laid you out like a sack of garbage. This time, I'll be able to drink to my heart's content. This time. This is the room we had set aside for the gentlemen, but... Sorry, there must have been some confusion about your party size. You may use the room next door for the men as well. Ah, right. I kind of jumped on this train at the last second. You guys pick rooms and I'll roll with it. How about it? I have no preferences. I don't care much either way. Well then, I shall share a room with Agate. Wait a second. So the sudden desire to bunk with me. Is it not obvious, Agate? A raven with clipped wings, mended by a tender-hearted young girl. I would be a failure of a bard if I did not hear every detail of the encounter. And also... Agate, try not to murder him, okay? Although... sort of curious as to how that went down myself. But we just talked is all. That doesn't make us any less interested in hearing about it. Maybe more so, in fact. Perhaps we should hear the whole story before calling it a night, Come now, you two. Don't tease Tita so much, I feel bad for her. Regardless, I would ask Zin and Kevin to share the other room. I have no problem with that. Hey, I'm not one to stand in the way of a good time, so sure. Allow me to show you to your room. Now hang on, we are not done with this conversation. Hey! Turns out we are. Ignore it. Yeah, sounds like things got kind of crazy. So there really was an ancient dragon nesting in Liberl, and it warned about the Aureole before flying off, huh? Yeah, makes my head spin just thinking about everything that happened. What I really don't get is why Ragnar couldn't tell us anything about the Aureole either. Actually, there is a line in the Testaments this reminds me of. And the goddess, having bequeathed her treasures, sent forth the holy beast to observe the path the children of men would take. Children of men, though, it's like of men, not men. Children of men. Like, like implying like children of humans, rather than humans. Just that sort of like slight difference. Whether that means anything, don't know. Holy beast? That certainly does seem like Ragnar. The more pertinent point, I feel, is the command to observe. They may simply watch over us, and we're commanded to not interfere. Load of help that is. Well, one way or another, I sure think this makes it look like the Aureole exists. Think we can even start to piece things together, thanks to what I found in my poking around. Right, you're investigating the towers. Did you find anything out? A little bit, yeah. Think you guys are familiar with those weird machines at the top of each tower, right? Did you know they're currently glowing? Yeah, I remember seeing that one was all lit up. Don't quite get what that has to do with the Aureole, though. Well, Captain Schwarz mentioned something to me. Something weird happened in that room where you fought Alan Richard just before that mechanical monster showed up, right? Oh, yeah. If I remember right, after the gospel was used, all the lights in the ruins went out. And then there was this voice out of nowhere giving a warning, and the pillars all sunk into the floor. Right. The warning was about the first barrier being no longer operative, and the device towers being enabled, as I recall. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So on a hunch, I double-checked the timing with some witnesses. Those 4 towers started lighting up, and stuff at the same time the gospel was used. You're kidding. The device towers... So the device towers the warning mentioned are the 4 towers of Liberl, and the machines at their peaks. Don't get any other explanation, at least. So to sum up then, The ruins beneath Gransul Castle are what produces this first barrier. However, when Colonel Richard used the gospel, this barrier was eliminated. And in its place, the device towers were activated, presumably to produce a second barrier of some sort. A second barrier? But why would you? If you're gonna protect something, you always want to make sure you have a backup. Doesn't answer the question of what kind of barrier it is, or what the hell it is a barrier for, though. About that, start to think it's something to hide the location of the aureole. That's right, the aureole wasn't in the castle's ruins. But it's still supposed to be somewhere in Liberl, right? Exactly. And if we assume the Society's goal is to obtain the aureole, then I think we can say their experiments are part of a plan to further that goal. They need to do all this just to... The experiments, the Gospels, and the aureole. Seems they are more tightly interwoven than we first believed. And the one sitting at the loom would be this man called the Professor. Yeah, it's all him. The same guy who put the gospel on Ragnar's head and made him attack Bose. And the one who... Estelle? What's up, Estelle? But awfully quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, about this professor. He's the one who made Joshua leave in the first place. What? Wait a moment. I mean, he's the one who orchestrated the events that brought Joshua into your home, and then made him leave the way he did. I think so. I bet he's the one who manipulated Colonel Richard and Kurt's memories. You're kidding. You do not have an explanation for Kurt's memories, it is true. Why do you think this? Well, you see, so I explained that she can't remember the identity of one man she met the day Joshua disappeared. That really happened? This another thing you've been trying to shoulder all by yourself or something? Not exactly, but I guess it's kind of late to bring it up now. I don't think there can be any doubt at this point, though. Safe to say that this person must be the one responsible for all our trouble. He's clearly a man of twisted morals. Yes, we'll need to be careful. Sorry, Tita. Didn't mean to bring up all this serious junk when we came out here to relax. Oh, no, it's okay, Estelle. It's just, I was wondering why someone would do things like this. Make everyone so unhappy. Make Joshua suffer. I just don't get it. Oh, Tita, don't worry about trying to understand a weirdo like that, okay? Just need to worry about being Tita. Right, Hackett? Why the hell do you keep dragging me into these conversations? We needed that, I think. Kevin? Oh, nothing. So how's about we call that enough information swapping for one day? A crime to let all this wonderful food go to waste? Can't say no to that. Yes, let us leave debate aside for now. Instead, let us investigate the forest of meat fruit, the rivers of liquor. Merriment awaits. Rivers of liquor, Lenheim. That was an unfortunate metaphor. Oh, please, Shara, do not make me swim. And that's where we're going to end this part. We'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.